I click on it, and now I can just choose our language, right? You have to do this, unfortunately. So now you can select English language, and then you can just start Rescuezilla. So as you can see, it's just going to start Rescuezilla here, and pretty much everything should be fine. Just do it again here. So just give it a few seconds, then it will boot up, and you will go directly to the menu for backing up. And there we go, we're in here. Now, just in case if you want to, let's say, check some extra stuff with Rescuezilla, maybe you want to, you're kind of technical guy, you can just close this, open terminal, and for the basic thing you can do is you can just do fdisk l, and then you can see which drives are here, and you can see that we already do have this our flash drive. As you can see, STB. It may not be the best way to visualize it, but another way you can just use just lsblk for Linux, and then you can see these are the ones for our operating system, the entire partition, and this is our, is it this one actually? Yeah, it is. It's 58 gigabytes, right? So there we go. So you can do that. So let's just leave it. Just get back to this application here, the Rescuezilla. So all you have to do is if you will be backing up your operating system to a flash drive, you have to click on backup. If you, let's say, you have backed it up and you want to restore, then you have to click on restore. Cloning is something else, just don't bother with that, but you can read about it if you want and all that stuff. So in our case, we just have to back up it to our flash drive. You click on backup and just give it a sec. It will just load the things, and you should be able to see here your operating system, as you can see, just the one that we installed, and your USB flash drive, which is exactly what I have right there. So it says select drive to backup, and I will select this, our operating system. And if you remember, we had 3 partitions: the BIOS partition, the operating system partition, and everything, the remaining of it. So I want to do the entire thing. Click next, and then you can choose where do you want to save this. We're using flash drive, so we can just click here to do it. But I can probably, most likely will make another video about the stuff, because you can do so many cool stuff with this. Is if you want to use the network, and through shell, you can back it up. Through shell, you can connect through another computer that is a database backup or something, and you can just back up your server to another server. If you just turn it on, connect it through shell, which we've already done it. We've done it in the Onion series videos as well. Isn't that cool? That's so cool, man. Like, think about it. Like, you can just like go and select the server and all this stuff, and you can do it through this shell. That's crazy. Through your own local network. It's pretty crazy. But this is this may be a bit complicated, so we will just stick with the flash drive. So then you just select where do you want to do the destination. We will select our flash drive. You can see the Rescuezilla, which is the one that we're booting right now, and of course the operating system. This is the remaining, right? So let's select this one here. Click next. Give it a few seconds, and then it will just say, okay, where do you want to save this file? So it will always be doing in the mount/backup. You have to click on browse, and you see that this is basically exactly that same. Is basically the folder. Basically, this is the way Linux works. That's the mount folder in usual, and it basically mounted the backup folder, which is connected directly to our USB. It's just, you can ask Linux users what it is. So once it's done, all you have to just do is, because it's our flash drive, it's empty, there's nothing else, you can just create a folder. Just call it backup, or just call it Linux, or just call it Ubuntu Linux, it's Ubuntu server LTS. And let's click it here, sign the folder, click OK, and you can see it already shows where it is. You can click next, and it just says what do you want to call the file name. You can just leave it as it is, it's pretty fine. And then this is the part where I really like this application, the compression. You can compress so much this file. You can just, like, if you have like a 1 terabyte file, you can make it to like 300 gigabytes or 200. It's crazy. But if you'll be doing for the starter, which is the default setting is pretty good, these this compression here, just keep it as it is. Don't do it because you could run at some problems depending on your file type. So just keep it as it is and click next. And as you can see, this tells you, okay, our source is this, our 10 gigabyte hard drive, virtual hard drive we have. We're basically doing all these partitions. We're backing it up. We're using this compression here, and we're basically going to this folder. Will be written to this folder. So that one under this particular name. On the drive, of course, 3 partition 1 with the file size FAT is the file type, and then the name is Kodak. And you can just press next, and that's it. Now, normally you can just leave this one as it is, and it will just go on. But in case, let's say you want this thing to do something, you can just click on it. You can say, okay, I want to reboot it. That's it. Or you can just shut down, or you can just say do nothing. Usually, doing nothing is pretty good because, it's just always good to do it because you can see that it has completed it. Because sometimes you may get errors, and I can tell you will get errors, which even in let's say the happy path where everything works, you get an error. But this error is not that the backup did not fail. It's just it worked, but as soon as the backup finishes, it just unmounts the automatically the flash drive or the whatever it's connected to the hard drive, and it will give you this weird error that's saying like, oh, it's has some error. But that's really nothing to worry about. It's just a safe way for Linux to basically, once it backs up, it basically just disconnects from it. And then Rescuezilla kind of gets confused, like, oh, what's going on? It's just the way it works. Remember that Rescuezilla is the application, and it is running inside a Linux distribution. It's a, this is Linux, man. This is not, So I hope you kind of get the idea what's going on. This is just an application they created inside a Linux, and then you boot through this Linux, and then you run this application there. So yeah. Since this is a very small server, there's absolutely nothing there. It just takes a few seconds to complete, and once it's basically done, then we can just click on reboot, and that's basically it. Or we can install it, which I'm going to do also in this video. That'll be it. So till it's doing that stuff, I'm just going to try to just pause the video, and then once it's done, I'll just get back to it. So okay, so it looks like it's actually completed it, and look at this. It just surprisingly did not give anything. It just said, oh, it just backed up successfully. Everything is backed up. That's basically it. Now you can click next, and that's over. And since it's over, I'm going to just try to do the same thing again. Just install the same stuff. Just restore it. Why not? Because we're still in this video. So for restoring, you just have to do the same thing. You have to click on restore. And give it a few seconds. And you can see that it already says these are the connected devices. These are our normal partitions that, if you remember, we had. These partitions here, this is the BIOS, operating system, and then the Linux, which is what is installed. And you also have extra stuff here too, which is the 1 gigabyte partition, which is our Rescuezilla. 8 gigabyte again, this is the, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably also the same thing from that one. Could be a duplicate. Oh, sorry, this one. Yeah, it's probably that one, because this one probably includes, it's probably this partition with this one. So we will be selecting it from our backup file, which is this one. This was, you have to remember which one you're selecting. Click next, because it wants to say you have to select the image location, and now it asks where is the file. So you click on this, click on the backup, and you can just basically click OK. And there you go, it just automatically selected it. You don't have to go inside the folder, though you can go inside the folder, but it's I just don't recommend to do it. Just best, safest ways to do is to go to the folder, and you can just like one click on it, or OK, or just click on it, and that's it, and it just selects the stuff there. You can see that it selects parts, and everything is right there. Once it's done, you can see it already selected. You can click next, and it says, okay, select the drive to restore. I would like to restore this drive here, which is our operating system, the virtual machine. Click next, and it says, oh, select partitions to restore. What would you like to restore? I would like to restore the boot, and of course the basically everything. And you can also choose override partition table, or you don't want to do it, but we can do it, so I'll just do it. Click next. As it's done, you click next. And are you sure you want to restore the backup file? Once you do this, everything will be overwritten. Yes, just do it. And now just give it a few seconds. give it a few seconds until it's just going to basically just do the restore process. Once it's done, then you just close it, you go back to your server, and that should basically be it. And that's pretty much it then. So I think this was pretty self-explanatory if you think about it, and that's basically that then. So yeah, I'm just gonna maybe try to just give it a pause and just wait for it if it finishes. But I guess at this point it just makes no sense because it will still be, it's just doing the same stuff. We practically did not modify anything inside the backup folder, so nothing should happen, and it was also successful. So I just think it's just not really worth it to really record the video after even it finishes and it just starts. So anyway, so that's basically that for this video, and if you guys liked it, actually you found it useful and all that, please, you can just give it a like, and that's about it basically. So thanks for watching, and I guess we'll see you guys some other time then, so have a good one.